All right, so let's give it a shot. I'll head over here, and the first thing we need to do is define our graph class. We need to add our constructor. Doesn't take anything, and we set this dot adjacency. That's the hardest part, is spelling adjacency list, is going to equal an object. Okay, then we add our method called Add Vertex, which accepts a new vertex, a key, and then all we have to do is do this dot adjacency list of vertex, whatever that vertex is, and set it equal to an empty array. Now, I didn't specify how this should handle duplicates, so if there's already a key in there, one thing we're going to do with this graph class is keep it simple. We're not going to, add in a bunch of error handling. So if somebody tries to add a new vertex that's already in there, it's fine if we overwrite it. Obviously, in the real world, you would want to add some sort of protection in there, return or throw an error that says there's already a vertex in there, or ignore it, because our code is just going to overwrite it and set it to be empty. But it'd be super simple to fix that, right? We would just check if this dot adjacency list of that vertex, if that exists, or let's say if it's not there, then let's just do it on one line. See how long that line is. I think that's okay with me. So we'll just do this, just to keep it really simple. If there's nothing there already, then make it an empty array, and that's it. Doesn't even need to return something. Let's run our code. Let's make a new graph. Just call it g equals new graph. Okay, and we do g.add vertex of Tokyo, for example. We look at g, look at the adjacency list. It now has Tokyo set to an empty array. Do one more with, what else should we do? San Francisco. Okay. And basically that's all there is to it. But let's just make sure that little tiny bit of error checking worked. So I'm going to manually change. This is not how you should interact with it, but we don't have any methods to do anything. So I'm just going to change Tokyo from an empty array to just have something in there. So if we look at the adjacency list now, Tokyo is not an empty array. Pretend that that's an actual relationship. That's data we care about. So if I now did g.add vertex of Tokyo again, we don't want it to overwrite it. And if we look, we still have Tokyo set to its initial data. Okay, so this is fine. That's about as much error handling as we need. Looks good. That's add vertex. Really simple. You didn't even need to do this first part. Just set the adjacency list of that key to be an empty array. Next, we'll add relationships between vertices. We'll add edges.